Can Dak do enough with what he has there with the Cowboys, offensively, defensively, up front, on the ground, to make it far, to be to considered one of the best quarterbacks in the league?
Right, that's the ultimate goal for quarterbacks, to be elite. Dak Prescott, after his first season, found himself in that conversation, middle of the pack, where he's going to be one of the new up-and-comers, one of the faces at the quarterback position. Then he had that sophomore season, which I won't really call a slump, but he had some inconsistencies. And it does start with Ezekiel Elliott not being on the team and them having to kind of reset their offense and get it going midway through the year.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about Dak Prescott is that when the pocket does break down, he doesn't panic. Usually young quarterbacks, they get those happy feet. You start hearing that pitter patter because they hear feet that aren't even there. And then on top of that, their helmets start bouncing around because they're trying to look for the chaos. And that chaos comes and usually knocks them off their feet. But what he does so calmly, he'll sit back in that pocket, even with blitzes coming, maybe a missed assignment behind him, and his helmet is upfield. And that's the calm of a guy that knows exactly where his assignment is. The question is, can he take that calm, now without Witten, now without Dez, and Zeke Elliott there the first game, and go from middle of the pack quarterback to start being mentioned in the top 10 with some of the greats we have in the game now?
He can open up that run game. He's helped tremendously.
I hope so. Because, you know, there's 31 quarterbacks and there's the Cowboys quarterback. That is the most glamorous position in the sport. And I keep coming back to this idea that he doesn't have weapons, he doesn't have Dez, whatnot. I keep coming back to last year's Panthers. And Cam Newton is coming down the stretch, and he's throwing to Kalen Clay and Brenton Burson, undrafted out of Wofford. And he's playing, and he's making plays, and they get to the playoffs. So here's I think, Nate, you talked about this earlier in the show, the opportunity for Dak.
Yeah.
Dak does it this year, and it's like, you haven't even drafted me my wideout yet. I'm out here with this guy or that guy. I get you to the playoffs this year. Pay me, slide it across the table. I am the face of this franchise for 10 years. It's an opportunity for him, but he's got to be damn good.
They did draft a tight end in the 4th round. Maybe he'll be able to step up. It'll be an opportunity for the receivers as well. Is it fair to compare Cam to Dak?
I hope so, because we're talking about Dak getting into that conversation, right? Cam is an MVP of this league, all right? #1 pick overall. Dak, that's where he wants to be. He wants to be in the Cam territory. So I think it is, because this is 3rd year now. There's no asterisk, there's no suspension of your running back. You want to be where Cam is. So, yeah, if Cam can do it without wideouts, you better be able to do it too, or get me somebody else.